News Talk 1340 KROC-AM. A sing-along. That's what we should have right there.
I can't tell you how happy I am to be back.
Well, you were back last week. Did you
I
forget
know,
that?
no,
yeah.
but
now
I
that you're
just
50,
am
did you
so,
forget that?
I'm so happy. I like your glasses. They almost
thanks.
work for me.
Oh, well, I did not even realize you were putting my glasses on.
I was like, oh, Breanna has her glasses.
I do need new glasses, though. Did I? Well, I haven't told that story. That's another story.
It sounds like you're wrecking them. Are you wrecking them? Don't wreck them.
I'm not wrecking them.
All right. Oh, that's
New
Karen's,
York.
That's Karen's headphones. I can hear.
Oh.
No, listen. No, just listen. Don't anybody move. This is what I was hearing.
Oh, wow.
And you thought I was
I
pulling
thought it was
your
my glasses that she was cranking onto her big old
it was
head.
like in sync with what she was doing. I'm like,
It was not. But I have to tell you why I no longer have glasses, but we'll get to that.
She's got a lot of stories.
I
to
do.
tell.
You 6 months worth,
She has
baby
6
cakes.
months,
Well,
really.
6 months worth.
That's what you sacrifice. You do not get to just come in and
Yes,
say,
I
okay,
do.
I've got 6 months of stories to
Well,
tell
I'm
now.
not trying to do it all at once.
Okay, thank God. We do not have that kind of time. Today
Nope.
is a very busy day.
It is.
We have a special guest here. Carrie is here from Flowers by Jerry. How you doing, Carrie?
I'm great.
Are you understanding now? Did your salesperson tell you just get in and hang on for the ride at Broad
Yeah,
Talk?
buckle
You
up,
got it.
honey. Buckle up.
You got it.
Very good.
Will do.
And we get to go shopping when this is done. It's like the best day ever.
It is.
Yes.
All right, so we have updates to take care of first, though. We'll start down at the end. Burton, hello.
Hi.
Give us your update.
Kind of in the corner. So Breanna and I had an adventure.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
We decided to play on a city league basketball team this winter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't start laughing, Karen.
Don't choke over there, Tracy.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I'm like, why didn't you tell me?
We did.
Oh,
I
you
asked
guys
if you
heard-
played basketball.
I heard your
Heard what
story.
kind of basketball
Yeah,
player
we
I am.
heard.
Yeah.
Gangly, I
Yeah.
think was the word.
Well, I played from 5th grade on all the way to my senior year, and by the time I was a senior, I was the only girl in my class that was on the team. It was all underclassmen.
Aw.
And I rarely started. I was a very an integral part of the team.
Yeah.
Cheering on the side.
Yep.
Okay.
No,
But I do love
actually, if
So-
Burton and I had brought this team together, we would have included you.
Okay,
But
maybe next
Right.
time.
yeah,
Well,
it's
I
like
asked Tracy. I did. Remember?
Well, you asked me
I
if I was
did.
a basketball player, and I said
Because
yes.
the word was out. This
But I
this
didn't-
girl wanted some players.
Brittany,
and-
one of my old students, Brittany
Yeah.
Walbrook Blake.
Well, she put a message out on our Yahoo group where it belonged
Okay.
to. And so we decided to do it. And so we went
to
when was
practice
that?
after we bought our shoes.
Tuesday night. Yeah, we went and got some shoes, and I got an ankle brace so I could feel comfortable playing. And
Promptly
I
got
was,
blisters.
I was really nervous. I thought these girls are going to just like kill us, and I think we kind of held our own.
We held
Was
our
it
own.
Except,
young girls,
I'm
like
wondering if
20-something?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we have the perception that we held our own, and they
You know
were
what?
like,
You know what? It doesn't matter, Anne.
Oh, my gosh.
We were awesome.
we made some points, we got some rebounds. I got nailed a few times in the boots. But,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, youch.
I'm like, you don't need those girls anymore.
I know.
So once a week or
Sacrifice.
twice a week?
Well,
our
we play
first
once
game
a week.
Our first game is Monday.
Yeah.
Now,
I know.
Karen, I finally get to fulfill my dream of being a cheerleader because I tried out for that too. And unlike basketball, where at my school you just showed up and you got to be on the team, we did have to try out for cheerleading, which I did not make the cut. Maybe we'll be cheerleaders.
Oh
There you
my
go.
gosh, this would be the best
be
Monday
loud.
night of my life.
I am the
You guys
oldest
fun.
on the team.
Good
I
for
have to let
you.
you know. Burton's second. And,
And then the rest are about 15 years younger.
well, I
than
think a
that.
couple are half my age, I'm thinking.
Probably.
But they were great to us, and it was a lot of fun. I
got home. I was like on a high. I'm like, I had so much fun. I forgot how much I love playing basketball. I was like giddy.
Yeah.
Tired,
Yeah.
but giddy.
Yeah. Well,
When I got home,
let's
I'm
just
sweaty.
talk about the ankles. I could not walk the next morning.
I was okay.
I took a couple of Tylenol before I went to bed, hoping it would help me get out of bed, and it did.
It's the side-to-side stuff that you really
Yeah.
It
don't
is,
do
the
that
plant,
much.
and
Mhm.
and so Stephen, my sweetie little senior, helped me stretch my ankles.
You know,
Oh my
I
gosh.
got chastised for not stretching before and after. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I kind
Well,
of
learn your lesson. Ladies, did we learn our lesson?
Yeah,
You know,
so
I'm
come
okay.
watch us play.
All
We're
right.
gonna light up that court.
Yes,
Well,
we are.
One way or the other.
Good. I'm sure that it will
Like
be
sliding across it or something.
a delight. Karen, why don't you give us your update?
Well, it was kind of a reprieve from the elections. Not real. No, actually, I take that back. It wasn't. Okay.
Start
Anyway,
over.
so the
Rewind.
next, I was
Okay.
up all night with the election, and the next day, so sad, we got a phone call that Jeff's mom had passed away. So we drove south and got there in 15 hours and just really, got to see it. Anyway, it was a really fun experience. A Southern funeral is different
Totally
than...
different.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
this
why we're
is
going to talk about it later.
Yeah, when you told me that, I said, "Well, how was
no,
it
no,
different?"
no.
Wait, I don't even want to know.
No, you
Just
can't.
tell me how it's
I don't
different.
know either.
We can't get her to talk quite yet about that because she won't be able to repeat it.
Okay. I know
We
that.
know how that goes.
I'm just telling you, and we have another guest that's quietly in the studio, Kara Widman.
It's only because there's not enough microphones
That's right.
for her.
And she has lived in the South for a while, so
She understands.
She totally gets it.
Well, I know funerals are very regional. That's, I definitely understand that. So I will look forward to that conversation. Breanna, your brief update, please.
Well, I was on the basketball court with Burton.
Very good.
There you go. You want my reason I have
what
no
happened
glasses?
to your eyeglasses in New
Well,
York?
I moved baby girl Bly, the oldest Bly child, to New York City, right, to go to Columbia,
It's filthy.
live in Harlem.
It's filthy.
Yep, it is. I finally
That's the
understand
advice.
why Andy Ott said
Yeah.
that.
When he found out, and he's 9, so he doesn't, butter it up or mince it all. You're moving to New York. It's filthy.
It's filthy. You can't move there. And he's quite right. But other things that happen in New York is bed bugs. And
That's a
when we
different story.
started to move in, her roommate had lived in this apartment for 4 years, said, "Oh, I found this little bed bug, but it was just crawling in the hall, and I think we're okay because I
No
haven't
big
seen it in
deal."
4 years." Mm-hmm. Well, I got bit.
Yeah.
And then we found some more. And so we're moving her in. We're trying to get her registered for school. We're trying to do all this, and we're fighting bed bugs. And the roommates are gone, so Brittany and I stayed up till 4:30. Well, you can do two things in case you ever get bed bugs. You can put everything in the washer and dryer.
Right.
Or you can bake it at
Uh-huh.
120 or
That's
whatever.
what they do. That's what the bed bug removal people do. They
Right.
come in and they bake your room.
Right. Well, sometimes, but we have had that happen now. But you can bake it in your oven. So like books and things like that. Because
Not put your glasses in the oven.
everything. I did not put my glasses
Okay.
in the oven. Everything has to
waiting
come
for
off. Books, any kind of artwork on the wall, everything can be infested with bed bugs. So we're baking and we're cleaning and we're putting everything in bags and we're zipping them and tying them up. So that I was leaving the next day, put my clothes in my suitcase and all of Brittany's clothes to wash, took it to the laundromat, washed it, took it straight from there to my car, had a bag to put it in my mom's car, come home, throw it all in the dryer again, right? So I said to Joe, now, mind you, I have 3 hours of sleep. I said to Joe, I just can't stay up and bake because we didn't get home till midnight.
Bake my
The
stuff.
next day to bake my purse. It's the only thing I didn't decontaminate is my purse. And he says, "Oh, just throw it in the dryer." And I said, with no sleep, "Okay." He didn't really think I was going to do it. So I zipped up everything. I took the lipsticks out,
Smart.
right?
Yep. Very smart.
But I zipped everything up, but the dryer can unzip your purse.
Sure.
Just to let you know.
Oh, those
And I
handy
forgot the
dryers.
pens. And the pens blew up. That's why I lost my Way Cool purse. I lost some T-shirts that I forgot to take out. Anyway, all of this stuff, but my glasses. And they
Busted
just went
glasses.
bloop, 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 and they don't survive dryers.
Good to know.
But I got a new purse out of it for my birthday.
Very cool.
See,
Wanna
life is good.
Look at that. Look at this. Isn't this pretty?
Joy is on assignment, which makes me very sad to hear because I had a special update for her. And actually, I know someone who's going to take care of that update, and she's on the line right now. Another bonus broad, Nora Anderson, is on the line. Hi, Nora.
Hello.
Nora Webb.
Nora Webb. I was going to say, what?
She used to be Nora Anderson. Sorry.
It's okay. I still answer the call.
Okay, Nora, Joy one day said to me, why? And she used some swear words.
Because she has a brain injury.
Because she has a brain injury, yep. And she's like, I don't understand why a crow has to be involved with the Arts Center. And I said, well, I know the person who can tell us why. So I told Joy to be sure that she's listening online at KROC-AM.com.
Excellent.
So here you go, Joy. Nora, tell us why there are crows involved with the Arts Center.
Why? Yeah, well, if you're walking outside this week at all, I'm sure you're seeing them everywhere. But the crow, for us, it came from a series of long conversations. We, a couple of years ago, were in a strategic planning process, and one of the things we wanted to include in that was a rebrand, a new logo, kind of new identity for
Sure.
us as an institution, and something that we've seen as a trend in a lot of museums, similar institutions, really spanning the globe, is kind of that use of some kind of an animal as an icon for their institution. Rochester tends to go straight for the Canadian goose,
right?
And we knew we weren't going to do that. And it really came up almost. We were sitting in our conference room and looking out the window. There were crows everywhere in the park.
So it was the crows.
Said, let's use a crow. Almost in jest. And then we kept coming back to it. It's something that we've got a few really real bird people on staff here who got really excited about this idea, and that just thinking about crows and looking beyond some of their more pesky habits that we're familiar with in Rochester. They are really smart. They're an incredibly creative, intelligent animal.
And they look really cool on the logo that you designed. It reminds
you.
me of the raven.
Thank you. Yeah, we get asked, is it a crow? Is it a raven? It's definitely a crow. There's a difference. We have. I did a presentation on the difference between a crow and a raven, and definitely you want to side with the crow. It's much like us as an institution. We need to be really resourceful and innovative and adapt to
Just like the crow.
to things that come at us. So yeah, that's why. And we think it just looks really good. It's this particular crow was the coolest part about all of this is we have a teen art club here, and they're called Taste Like Paint, and they meet every week and they make art and they put on an exhibition every year. And it was a few years ago, I think it was 2010 or 11, that they did an exhibition, and it was all about Rochester, and one of our students did this screen print of a crow, and I've had it hanging in my office ever since because I loved it. And when we kept coming back to,
Sure.
what kind of crow do we want to use, and I'm like, this is exactly it. So we got her permission and kind of digitally recreated that and using that. So this was designed by a student in one of our programs.
Awesome.
That's
cool.
one of the best parts of it.
Well, you would see the prints that are there, and
Yep.
the T-shirt that I am wearing. It's the logo has got the crow on top of the RAC, which is very cool. But then you do have the stuffed crows, which are very funny. I do like those guys.
Yeah, that was a gift board member after we unveiled the new logo. She, I think, like 2 days later, she came in with that and people have been dropping crow-related things off for us. Thankfully, not what the crows are dropping, but
Right, very good.
But yeah.
Well, I love it, and I knew that you would have the answer for Joy, and I hope that Joy
I hope that
appreciates
helps.
that. And
Yeah.
I would say stop by and check out some of if you're looking for a unique Rochester gift item, these
Absolutely.
T-shirts are awesome.
Thank you. And the coolest thing also about the T-shirts is all of the proceeds from the sale of those shirts goes directly to fund scholarships for our Total Arts Day Camp program in the summer.
Cool.
So for students who can't afford the tuition, that's going to be some assistance for them.
All right.
So,
Thank you, Nora.
Yeah. Hey,
we appreciate
thanks for having
it.
me.
All right.
Bye-bye.
It's 10:24. Holy smokes. We'll take a break and be right back. This is Broad Talk on KROC. And it's almost time for a news break already, but we do have to talk with Carrie for just a moment from Flowers by Jerry. Good morning once again, Carrie.
Good morning.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, now, the reason why we're in is because you have moved the store.
We have.
So first, tell us, you kind of married into this institution.
I did.
Tell us the history of Flowers by Jerry.
Okay. Jerry and Marlene Patton, my husband's parents, started the business 44 years ago. They were downtown at that time. Jerry found the building on 3rd Avenue, kitty corner from the government center. I'd say 25 years ago maybe. Business flourished there. Then we bought Tom Whiting's business on Silver Lake Drive,
Oh, yeah.
which has got the 2 greenhouses, great design center. So we had the 2 pretty big businesses pretty close to each other, within a mile apart. So we considered selling one of them and finding another more high traffic location. And we were approached on the 3rd Avenue property by a developer, and so that all worked out. Friends of ours managed the TJ Maxx Plaza and said, we think this would be a great location for you guys. They had amazing spot open, which is right in the lobby of TJ Maxx.
It's pretty much the best traffic spot that you could get out there.
Oh my gosh. We just are so happy. We love it. My daughter and I, Jess, run that location, and then my husband and my son-in-law run the Silver Lake location. So full design center at Silver Lake, greenhouse. It's an amazing location there. And then Jess and I incorporated some things that we love at the new store.
Yeah.
So not only floral home decor, but amazing clothing, jewelry, scarves, accessories, and I'm telling you, people are loving it. We're so thankful.
I was walking into TJ Maxx a week or two ago, and I looked over and I went, "There's supposed to be a nail salon there." And then I went, "There's that. Look at that sweater, little. Oh my gosh!" And then I looked at the sign when I went out and saw this where Flowers by Jerry is now.
Yeah, still waiting for awnings to be put up on the inside lobby, and so once we get those up, it's going to be amazing.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there 1 hour from right now. So when we finish up the show at 11, we're just going to act like we're really busy and important and go, we've got to go shopping. And so you're having a big grand opening this weekend, which is tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's actually incorporated with our Christmas open house, which generally all the florists do this at the same time.
Sure.
So it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, refreshments, specials.
So you could say that we're getting the rock star open house treatment.
You are.
See?
You are.
Well, Joy is really missing out.
she's
Karen,
gonna be
you're a
mad.
star.
Sweet. So glad I made it back in time.
Well, we would love it if you would take some of your lunch break and come and join us. We're going to be at Flowers by Jerry from 11:30 until 12:30 after the program today, and we're going to learn a little bit more about what's happening there. But right now we have to take a break for news. Andy Brownell is in the newsroom. And I need to tell you about Victoria's Restaurante and Wine Bar. It is that season, as we've said the last couple of weeks. They would love to cater your next birthday or especially holiday party coming up or an office event. They specialize in accommodating party needs with style. So they can just say, here's your pan of lasagna for your family potluck. Or they can say, here is their wait staff with everything from the silverware to the dessert. And it is great. They will take care of whatever the situation is that you need for your event, whether it's 10 people or 300 people. Most of their catering is done pasta bar style with your option of choosing a couple of different entrees, something with a white sauce, something with a red sauce, maybe something a little more healthy.
I did that.
Because that white sauce isn't the most healthy thing, but it is certainly the most delicious thing. Call Victoria's today at 280-6232 and book your next catering event with Victoria's. KROC-AM. Oh, the music's not playing that I want to play. Is it that kind of day? Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's just not playing. But I'm not going to stop waiting. I'm going to try. Well, maybe it'll come up. And maybe
right
it's a
in the
sign.
middle of when we're singing.
Hey, Karen and Burton, we're doing a program over here.
I hear like the music come
I
back.
know. This is what I've been saying. The music
Did you
isn't
hear?
playing.
She's going, the music's not playing.
I don't know what's
That's
happening.
how cute, Missy.
Well, this is why you have to be paying attention. This is the exciting world of broadcasting. You never know what's going to happen.
This is when you have to be professional.
Oh my God. Well, I know. I'll be the first one to admit I'm not perfect. But you know what? The Flowers by Jerry. So during the funeral, we received 2 large plants and from my friends from Minnesota. And let me just say that you are in a job that really makes a difference in this world. I appreciate it because I just had tears in my eyes when you receive like that. That's just a kindness thing. You know that you're loved if someone takes the time to order flowers and have them sent to you. So I really appreciated that. And
the guy was so friendly. And, I've done this out of town many times, and I have never had a florist that has been not great.
Right.
And you never know because you hear the horror stories that this little tiny yucky looking thing shows up. But every time, our friends will take a picture and go, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. So
yeah,
awesome.
It was. And I've had flowers delivered by y'all before. And I asked the person who delivered, I'm like, is this like the best job ever? You knock on a door and you make someone's life happy and they're all smiling and
I
pretty
see
fun
a future
job.
for you, Karen.
I think they should do it for free.
Oh, Gary would love to talk with you if that's the wages that you'd like, because I'm sure places like times like Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, you could use extra deliverers.
We do. We have
like it's spinning.
Yeah.
It's spinning.
I mean, if you're having a bad day, you volunteer at Flowers by Jerry.
Yay.
What a lift that would be. Oh my gosh.
It's pretty fun.
It just
I
happened.
would do it.
I know
Love my
you
job.
would. We all know that you would.
do it.
I actually, in my hometown, I did that one Valentine's Day when I was at home after my when I was going through my cancer treatment, and I had time to kill when I wasn't on the floor. I'm like, hey, I've got time to kill here. So I helped out in some of the strangest odd jobs back then, but that was one of the things I did on Valentine's Day was I helped to deliver flowers, and it was so much fun.
Greatly appreciated.
Very much so.
My husband's always recruiting 20 drivers for Valentine's Day. So it's
my
crazy.
gosh.
Yeah.
Look, her hands up.
Do you drive your own car?
We rent vehicles, or if people have vans and would like to use their own,
Yeah.
he'll compensate. So,
And we
yeah.
do have it on tape that she said she would work for free, so just FYI.
I will remember.
Jeff's at his office going, oh, man.
She will work for free. I will work for chocolate. I'm just a little bit up above, just a little bit. I was just saying that at the location by Silver Lake, my favorite thing to do is to, and I now remember all of the, as you said, the florists in town have this big holiday open house at all of their places this weekend.
Right.
So no matter which one you go to, you're going to find an open house.
Yep.
But I have been out there to select poinsettias or poinsettias.
Yep.
And they're all laid out in the greenhouse, and it smells so good in there.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
All different sizes, great big plants. Why is that funny
I
to
don't
you?
know. She looked at me. I'm supposed to know.
Correcting yourself on poinsettia just sounds funny to me. Poinsettia.
Either
Well,
way.
some people.
Either
Wait,
way.
let's ask the florist.
We say poinsettia, but yeah, many say poinsettia. So either way.
Good.
Thank you very much.
It's all good.
Karen
This
Kennedy.
makes
You
me
just
giggle.
never know.
Oh my gosh.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to still keep working on old Taylor Swifty over here and
Thank
see what
you.
I can do because, come on. We'll have to take a quick break, though. Oh, Carol's Corn and Carol's Cup in the subway of the Kaler Grand Hotel. I keep waiting for it. Pat has started sending me texts, my weekly texts, and I didn't get a weekly text from Pat at Carol's Cup today, Carol's Corn. But I do know that they would like to start talking about the gift-giving option. And if we haven't told you enough times how much people appreciate...
Carol's Corn.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. You sent me a gift certificate to Subway. I didn't want that. Carol's Corn, I would love that. You know, if you can't figure out what to buy for people, or Breanna, you do this, all your
Every year.
far-flung relatives on
All
the East
fun.
Coast.
They don't care about us. They just want the Carol's Corn.
Yeah.
So how many gifts of Carol's Corn do you send out?
We send out 3 to my father-in-law. I'm sure he lets my mother-in-law have some. My sister-in-law, and then my brother-in-law.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's what they look forward to. And, you know, before, for a while, the Bly man would go get it, package it up, and send it. And now it's like, nope. I'm
Right.
gonna let Red do that for me.
And that is the deal, that not only is it a gift that people will be very happy to get, but they do take care of all of it for you. If you want it to be in a decorative tin, great. You can pick the tin that you want, and they'll fill her up. If you just want to send a bag of corn, because how many relative... do you send a tin every year?
Yeah.
Pretty soon, then you've got a pyramid of tins that you do bowling
Yeah.
or something. Whatever. You can do it either way.
Yeah.
Stop and see them, but place your orders soon because they do have a lot of extra people and they do need a lot of extra help to send
Karen.
out those.
Some help. There's another job.
I'll just flutter around and to all the businesses in Rochester. I'm available.
Oh,
the fun
boy.
jobs.
She just said that. It's 1042 KROC-AM. News Talk 1340 KROC-AM. This is Broad
Here it
Talk.
comes. Don't tear it down yet.
Sorry. Hold on, everybody.
But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be
Get ready, Karen.
alright.
Don't sing.
'Cause the players gonna play,
Do
play,
not
play,
sing.
play, play, and the haters gonna hate.
I will shut your microphone off if you start singing that song.
Shake, 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 shake it.
Karen, Taylor got paid a lot of money to sing this song. And we're not going to take it away from her. We're just going to lip sync it. This is what we do.
Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake.
Did you see there was a Saturday Night Live sketch about this is what adult onset vertigo is caused by Taylor Swift? And there's a product, instead of Dramamine, it's called Swiftamine.
Cute.
But it's like this when your brain, you're driving and you're like, I love this song. I can't believe it. And I don't like Taylor Swift. I know I don't. And they say, well, this is Taylor Swift. No! And then they fall over in this vertigo So I had a lot of people sharing that with me. Maybe this is the problem with your vertigo. Maybe.
Funny.
But I can't stop listening to it. And that's true. That's exactly what Taylor Swift vertigo induced is called. Anyway. All right, we've got a full crowd in here today. Even more than we have microphones for, actually. Carrie is here from Flowers by Jerry, and we are going to be going there in just a little bit, shopping from 11:30 until 12:30 at their new location, which is the Flowers by Jerry Luxe Boutique. And start going to TJ Maxx. You'll see it. It's right there on your left. And as I was saying before, I looked through the little the lobby door, and I saw sweaters and like shawls and scarves and everything all hanging there, and went, what is that? That's not. That used to be a nail salon,
Right.
So how do you go from the flower stuff to gifts and boutique-y stuff? That's what you were all about?
Yeah. I started out in the fashion industry and was hired by my father-in-law shortly after Kevin and I were married. Got into the floral end of it, the design end of it, merchandising. Missed fashion greatly. Both of my daughters are a lot like me, and they said, you know what, Mom? I think we need to combine the two. And so the location opened up. We thought, perfect. And so we've just incorporated, Jess and I, my daughters say, we've incorporated everything we love.
And now Jess is the third generation?
She is.
To take care of. She and her husband.
Yep.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's very good.
All right. And you are having the floral open house at the spot by Silver Lake, but you're also going to be having it at the new location by TJ Maxx.
Yep, both locations. Treats, specials, discounts, just fun, different things going on for the 3 days. So
And we get to sneak in just a little bit early and see it today. Hooray!
So you're like Oprah. You putting all your favorite things out there.
I know.
Cool.
You know, I want to mention one thing.
Please do.
Carol used to be from Les Jardins.
Oh, yeah.
Recently started working for us, and she is making her own wreaths and swags, winter wreaths. They're amazing.
She's really good.
Pine, magnolia, rose hips. She's over there just making all sorts of beautiful things. She's amazing. So she's at our Silver Lake location. Going to be helping with weddings, even though we already have an amazing wedding staff. Merchandising. I'm so thankful she's there. So
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that European design style, which is a little bit off kilter, like unexpected.
Right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Karen, you were saying during the commercial break at the last week was your mother-in-law's funeral, and she died quite unexpectedly.
Yes, on her birthday.
On her birthday.
Wow.
Well, Jeff was calling to wish her a happy birthday, and his sister answered the phone. She had just found her, bless her heart. Yeah, so it was kind of, but it was interesting that she was exactly 74 years old.
And
so
you had an opportunity then. I mean, if you're going to, this is why I like funerals. I mean, and this is a weird thing to say, but because you can get together and celebrate the person and everything that they were and will always be in your memory. And so you have the fact that it was her birthday. You get to celebrate that part of it as well.
Yeah.
But you said, and you have said this so many times, that when you go down south and there's somewhere along the trip, because you guys drive it all the time, that somewhere along the trip that you cross the Oklahoma line or you cross the Texas state line, and all of a sudden you have Bubba sitting next to you and not your husband.
so true.
So I love how this happens, and I know Jeff's office listens. So sorry, Jeff, we're about to throw y'all under the bus. But how did Bubba do? Did he give a eulogy, or how did the whole thing go for him?
He did. And you know what is cool? That he just kind of spoke from the heart. He kind of shared about the life of his mother was kind of a did it her way kind of woman, and not the normal way, but what was great is how you appreciated her for her strengths, and appreciated her choices, even more now, because she's taught us all to be independent and go for what you want, and she has really taught him to be independent. So anyway, it was interesting. And so he did turn in. I have a video of it, and I'm going to get it and bring it next week, because I don't know who he is, but he did very well. And then the funny thing is, after that, we set balloons off with little messages to Granny and Sally. Her name is Sally, and I guess we'd been all using the name Sally throughout the last few days, and my little granddaughter, when the balloons were going up to heaven with these messages on, she goes, "They'll be there in a second, Sally." It was precious.
Oh my gosh.
Knowing that Sally was up there waiting for the balloon. But one funny thing, too, my other granddaughter, she had been told that she had gone to heaven. So when we went in to view her, Sarah's like, Mommy, you lied. You told me she was in heaven. And it was just funny to think that how kids' perspective of death is so literal. And we had a lot of talks after that. But it was interesting.
Did you use the glove analogy?
I did. I tried.
That's my favorite thing.
She's like 3. I didn't have a glove. It was in. But
She's in Texas. She
No
forgot
gloves
her
in
mittens.
Texas.
Yeah, and it was interesting. But
Nobody's been out fixing fences and has their leather gloves there that you can use. Come on now.
They did it. But it was a little frightening because she's on the, in the room. But I did on this table.
Good, you stopped right there. Just
yeah, I'm stopping.
Go to the next part.
But I took the grandkids out because they were running around in all the rooms. So
Yeah.
I took the grandkids outside and we learned Duck, Duck, Goose, Goose. So I was trying to help them have a good memory because I do. I'm not afraid of funeral homes.
Well-
My parents brought me up to.
And
We did too.
And
We
hence
did
the
too.
Southern thing. Well, maybe you too, but we put.
Right.
We bring the kids, and not only that, one of my earliest memories is we make them kiss the dead person. Yeah, not gonna lie. I remember being held up over my great grandfather's casket and like, give Papa a kiss. I'm like, okay. And I remember the coldness thinking,
gosh.
but
That is not.
and they take pictures in the South.
Yes.
Right? My dad went through and threw away all the coffin pictures because they do it. And I'm surprised they don't have one of me playing in the coffin with them because they,
Kidding.
It
Amen.
is true.
Amen.
It is true. And then we have to, when you go to a Southern funeral, when you're all ever at one, you have to walk by the casket and go, don't she look good?
Oh, you were in that room with me.
I know. She looks
my-
so good. She looked like she's sleeping.
Line by line, everyone was kissing her, so it came to me.
They did not kiss her.
on
You
the forehead.
do. You do.
So I leaned down. I'm like, it's kind of like that.
You did not do it.
No, you know that.
have to, Tracy.
Do you know
It's
that?
No,
pressure.
I know everybody else in the family had to do
Yes.
it, but there's no way that Karen, who won't even drink out of my water glass,
But she,
kissed the body.
how is this linked
It
to
was-
air supply?
Okay, this is all air supply all over again. Remember when I kissed him accidentally? And I thought that's what he wanted. And then I didn't
So
know.
you thought Sally wanted it?
Well, everybody else was doing it. So anyway, there
really
you
kiss
go.
her?
She did.
I did.
She did. And what did Lindsay say to you?
She goes, "What?" She just couldn't believe that. What did it feel like?
So she didn't touch her?
No.
Oh,
she
it's
kind
so.
of-
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It is so. They have pictures of me as an 18-month or 1 month or 1-year-old baby crawling on the what do we call them? The grave.
Yeah.
Because in the South they have the
Oh, yeah.
the stone covering
Right.
the grave. And yeah, I'm playing on it. Like, who thought this was a cute idea? And why snap a picture? Look at her. She's crawling up on Granny's
I
tomb.
just don't I know that there's all sorts of strange, well, just regional situations for funerals, but kissing,
Yeah, you do.
Yep,
you do. And you have to comment on how good she looks, even though.
Well, that I think that seems to be universal. Of
course.
And
No.
we've talked about. Oh, I think I would rather just be cremated. And my mom is just. You cannot do that. She said you have to let people see your body. And why is my mom talking like a Southerner? I don't know. And I
takes
say,
off.
why are they not going to know that I'm dead? I mean, they're all sitting at my funeral. Do they have to see my body? She goes, you people have to see your body. And I went, okay.
Yeah, and look, you go be obedient. See, I'm the same way.
No, I'm going to be cremated.
Oh, well.
Okay, you can
I'm
have.
not.
Let me just say, she's going to be. You can have a viewing
Because
It's
let me
not
tell you,
I'd be
you
cremated.
all know. Y'all know.
Wow.
You sit and say, oh, doesn't she look good? They don't.
No, they don't.
No one
No.
ever. See, Carrie knows.
Yeah.
No one
you don't.
ever.
But you have to say it.
What you mean to say is, they look pretty good for a dead person.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. You would never say that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I'm dead, and y'all come around my casket.
I'm
we
not
have to kiss
kissing you. No.
Okay.
I'm going
I
to flick
want-
your nose.
She
I'm going to
looks
flick your nose.
fantastic.
No, you're not. But you're going to talk about how good I look.
No, I'm
Yes,
going to
and
flick
you're
your
gonna-
nose.
She's pretty good
You
for a
won't
dead
kiss
person.
me, but you'll flick me?
I will totally kiss.
Ew.
No,
Yuck.
I'm not kissing.
I
There's like a flu risk with that. I don't even. I mean, just a public health risk of
No.
kissing. Everybody kiss the forehead.
Oh my
Would you kiss the handle to the bathroom door as you go in? I mean, you're all kissing the same thing at that point.
Karen,
Yeah, you might.
That's why I
you
can't
drink
believe
out of our
Karen
cup.
did it.
I know.
Everyone else was doing it.
Okay, if everyone else
pressure.
jumped off a cliff, would you
do
do?
it too?
Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah.
Gaga.
I'm just glad my dad stopped the whole picture taking thing because that was kind of gross.
Well, for relatives who can't be there and see how good you look,
Yeah, well, it's not happening.
and you can kiss the picture. It's the next best thing.
And
There
did
you
you
go.
guys know that there are some people that wait a month to be cremated?
Well, this is the best of all worlds. When my mom found out that you could be cremated after a funeral where everyone can see your body, she goes, "There you go. You can be cremated, but everyone can see your body."
I'm going to
The thing
kiss
is-
you.
Well, you're going to have a
just
heck of a
telling you.
time doing it because you're going to be kissing an urn.
No, because I'm going to see you before while you're still in the slab. They let that
Joel,
happen.
Joel, call me before you call anyone else.
Because I got to, yeah.
Well, hopefully he'll reach you because if he leaves you a message, you'll never get it.
You won't. Don't leave a
She'll have it
voicemail
figured
just
out
so
by
that I
then.
called.
Are there any weird things in Wyoming that they do?
No, not that I know of.
Yeah.
But it's what I grew up with. It was
Yeah.
just, but yeah, we had the open casket and everybody filed by. But as you're talking, I'm like, and about the pictures at my dad's funeral, there's a picture of all of us standing in front of his open casket.
Everybody gather around Dad.
The most awkward picture was my
odd.
aunt. My uncle was killed, and so this is my biological aunt, and so her husband, he was jogging and ended up being killed. Anyway,
But he
they
was
went
from
out to
Star Valley, right?
Wyoming,
Yeah.
yes, and they had the viewing in their house.
Ew.
That was
Yeah,
never
and
heard that.
then they all took pictures. Like they all set up around the casket, and they made her hold a picture of him. Ooh.
Okay,
I
that
didn't
just
like
must have
that.
been a
I
family
thought that was a
thing, 'cause
Wyoming
no,
thing.
Not in
Wyoming
not in
thing.
my part of the town.
Oh gosh,
Never know where this puppy's going to go, do
you
ya?
never do. You have an idea.
Pucker
Carrie
up.
understands now. Carrie,
Uh-huh.
it was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's been great.
We will be now
fun.
making our way to Flowers by Jerry Lux Boutique at the TJ Maxx Plaza. Thank you.
Yay.